Well, Malcolm, this is a really cute little car. This is a 32 MG, what, J1, right?
J1, yes.
Now this is pretty early production.
Early production, MG had been in business making the Midget cars for 3 years. Since 1929, they started making the Midget.
Well, how many of these did they make?
250 of,
Wow, is that all?
of this particular model.
Wow.
The two-seat sports car version, they made over 2,000 of.
So
So this was a very limited production.
almost a 10 to 1.
Almost a 10 to 1. And there are maybe about 10 of them remaining.
Wow. You know
at this
what
point.
I mean, I love everything about this car, but what drew me in to begin with was this hood ornament. It cracks me up. Looks like a mosquito. And I thought that's got to be kind of a joke. I mean, but that's real.
No joke. Those hood ornaments were given out by MG dealers in the early 30s, and that is a legitimate midge or a mosquito, as you might call it over here. But it's just a beautiful Art Deco style design.
It's fantastic. Now, you couldn't have gotten this color combo in 32, could you? I mean, this cream and green.
You could. They are standard MG colors: Sequoia cream and Shire's green. These cars always came two-tone, so it was very legitimate, and you could get a top cover, to match whatever you wanted.
So you really could have gotten this.
You really could.
Just like this in 32.
Absolutely.
It's a cool car. It's a great car. But there's so many. The interior stuff is so wild to me. I mean, right off the bat, the thing that sticks out to me is the cantilevered gear shift. I mean, it's just hanging there.
That's the way that it was done. It was an early production car. They were still thinking about how to put all this stuff together. And taking this car apart, one of the most beautiful things is the simplicity of the technology. Mm-hmm. You can see it all, you can understand it. The chassis is beautifully put together with all these cast lugs. So all the cross members are all lugged into special castings, all of which have got numbers as well, every part.
It's so raw too, because I mean, that's the transmission there.
Absolutely.
That's the transmission.
Why not be honest? Form follows function, and that's what you're really seeing.
And is that the gas pedal hugging the side of the
gas pedal? You need small feet.
Boy, you sure do.
You can't drive this with hobnail boots, as they say in England.
And what are the two pull levers there, the two pull buttons?
The left-hand one is a slow running mechanism, and you screw it in, and the rod pushes onto an accelerator arm, so that once you start the car, instead of putting your foot on the accelerator,
you set the idle up.
Yeah, you set the idle up.
And what's the other one?
The other one is the choke.
Okay.
So that just pulls out.
But again, I mean, you see it all. You see all the mechanism. You see everything that operates in there. But still, this lovely wooden dash. Mm-hmm. And elegant-looking instruments.
They are. I mean, they are the correct instruments. They are Smith's instruments. So all you got at the time was an ammeter, a speedometer, and an oil pressure gauge. And that was it. There was nothing fancy.
Yet it has a back seat.
And I think that was either for the kids, or for some luggage, or...
But no taillights.
The only taillight that you got, that is an original taillight, and it's called a pencil light.
That's it.
That is it. That's all you got, and that is supposed to illuminate the license plate, and it probably just comes up to about an inch.
That looks like a period license plate,
That
too.
is absolutely the license plate that came with the car.
With this car?
With this car.
Wow.
The VN on old license plates represents the part of Great Britain where the car was originally registered.
And so where is that?
VN is North Yorkshire.
Okay.
I was born in North Yorkshire.
It was meant to be.
It was meant to be, absolutely. And I know who the original owner of this was because he lived 20 miles away from where I was born.
It definitely was meant to
be. It
be.
really just had to be.
I love that. This must be the gas door, the gas?
That is the gas door, and along with it, everybody got a key, that looks
locking
like
gas door.
Locking gas door. So you flip this little thing, and you put this in, and you pull it open, and there is the gas. But the interesting thing is that right here is the body number plate and the body maker's name. So the body was made by Car Bodies. So MG commissioned Car Bodies, to build the body, that then came to MG and put it on. So, and that's the body number. And
that came with this car?
That came with the car. Yeah.
Well, it must have a wee tiny little engine in it.
It has a wee tiny little engine in it.
Well, can we go look at it?
Yes, absolutely.
All right. Well, it is a little guy, isn't it?
Lots of interesting plumbing, as they say.
Yeah, well, copper
Yeah.
pipes and
Copper pipes, twin carburation.
tiny little carburetors.
Yes. Well, that's what they were. I mean, it's only like an 850cc engine.
And no air cleaner.
And no air cleaner. And there was hardly any space to put an air cleaner, but they didn't bother with air cleaners back then.
I don't see a fan either.
There is no fan. It's a very interesting overhead cam. So the overhead cam, there's a vertical drive generator, which is what this black thing is, and then it joins into the crankshaft down, and it's all timed together.
Wow.
And there are bevel drives at the front of the camshaft down. There's no water pump at all.
It's no fan, no water pump?
No fan, no water pump, so it is actually driven through thermosiphon.
How does that work?
Well, if there's a scientist here, maybe, but it's really to do with a natural flow of water.
Well, does it cool? Does it work though? I mean, does it?
It's not good for parades. You've got to be moving forward.
But on the open road, she's not bad.
She's not bad. You know, as long as you can keep it going, you keep airflow going across the radiator. You know, here it stays pretty good. Although there is no, temperature gauge or anything like that. What you look for is bubbling coming up out of here, one way or another.
And you would see your feet. I mean, this is a gas pedal here.
That's the gas pedal.
I mean, I'm looking at the interior.
That's right. Your feet are in the engine.
The firewall is actually ahead of that. That's really strange.
Most Triple M cars, which is what this is. Triple M stands for midgets, magnets, and magnets. That's what Triple M, is. Most Triple M cars, which is what this is, has the firewall at this point.
How odd.
It is odd, and then you get the toolbox on the back.
Well, close her back up. It's just this is a gorgeous little car. Now you've had this car at the show before, is that right?
It has not. It came last year, and I just put it out on the field. It wasn't quite ready, and everybody said you should put it in concourse. So I finished it up. I got everything working on it, and
people must love this.
They do. Do. It's like bees around a honeypot, which is good for the ego.
Absolutely. Well, it cracks me up.
Ego.
It's a 1932 MG J1.
J1.
Midge.
Midge. With the Midge.
Fabulous little car. I love it.